So for me to give you background, bro, I was in sales, but we're devs. We have our own agency. We're devs. We can code. We can build your website. We can do creative campaigns. I've sold every facet of marketing you could think of. But why the hell would you put me in one facet in sales when I could also help with the rebrand? I could also help with the logo. I could also help with the funnel. I could also help with all these other things that are not necessarily my KPI.
Right.
And if it's not my KPI, does it mean it's not less valuable than somebody else that I know that's working in that role that doesn't really give a shit about the shit, but I'm passionate about it? That's my thing. So how do those people? So this is what this is for. It's for the people that's like, yo, look, I'm in a role that I know I'm good at, but I know I could do 10 different fucking things. I know I can do so many other things. Just give me the shot.
Message.
That's what this is, bro. So I'm glad you said that, bro, because it's like sometimes people just get it. We've worked with people that work at Coca-Cola, and then we sit there and get a marketing call, and we're like, you worked at Coca-Cola, and you don't know this?
Yeah.
Like you like Jim Jones, you don't know a PDF?
Yeah. I'm not touching that. I'm not.
Gangster.
Just to think about like something else that I think could be applicable to the audience, trying to get advice is something that I learned just recently, a couple years ago, and I think we'll live by this now moving forward.
Yeah.
Is to also not put all your stock into your job, right? It's just a title, right? It's just a company. Some people just put all of their life and energy into that company. And that's why, like I mentioned a little bit here, I've had side hustles my whole life. Essentially, I was in first grade, middle school, high school, college, advertising, Snap. I've always had, things on the side. And at one point deep into my career at Snap, I think I let go of that and I lost track of that. And then I wasn't as happy of because to your point, exactly what you're saying, Dara, is like I can do more. I can do more things that this title that you have me on, that this position that you have me on, that this box that you've put me in, I have more to give. And because companies work this way and it's fine, you don't have to fault them to it.
Yeah.
That just wasn't there. And it's fine.
There you go.
But when I got over it and said, okay, it's fine, I'm gonna find and put this energy somewhere else in the side hustle or in the side project or in this other place. I'm gonna pour my energy, these other things that I need to get out into these other things. I just became happier at my job. I became better at my job. Then I became better at the side hustle and side project, right? And I created this flywheel. But it just had this realization that like you just can't put all of your eggs into the job and think that like you're gonna get everything out of it. It's not fair to the job to think that it should satisfy all your boxes, right? Your job and there and do things that you need to do somewhere else.
That was real.
I got mixed emotions about that. Go ahead, Nash.
I want to talk about, you mentioned, you're very interested in mentorship and, uplifting smaller businesses. Like, what are you looking for in those small businesses in those communities to, feel like it's worth your time to support, invest, and mentor?
Yeah, I don't have a super clear-cut answer, but I love, I think first people that I can connect with, right, that I'm going to enjoy working with. And that tends to be a lot of people that look like me, and whether it's immigrants, whether it's Latinos, whether it's, I'm a young professional, right? So I just, like that to begin with. And I am really passionate about technology, like I mentioned before. And so typically it is companies in the technology space. So entrepreneurs like this that are disrupting in the technology space. That's my focus generally there. I don't have, again, like I mentioned, like this clear answer to give you, like, meet this criteria and I kind of, go there, but it's usually, founders that I can connect with that I feel like I will enjoy working with in the technology space. And the other thing is too that I can add value. I sometimes, get a lot of entrepreneurs that come to me and ask me about all sorts of things, and I'm honest. I'm like, I can't help you. I just don't have experience there, right?